Hello, hello. This is Heather, aka Planner Mumsy. Today we're going to be talking about planner burnout. Stay tuned. Okay, y'all. So in the world of planners, we're talking small planners to big planners to Erin Condren to Hobonichi to ring planners, to common planners, to journey planners, whatever it is that you are in, planner burnout is a thing. Let's talk about it because I really feel like there's such a bunch of like taboo topics that we don't want to talk about in the planner community. And why is that really? Why do we not want to talk about some of that stuff? I really feel like some of it, and I don't mean all of it, but some of it is there's a bit of facade that our planner has to be perfect all the time. We always have to have our ducks in a row, right? Because we're planner people. So we should have our life together and everything should be perfect. And we should always be going to our planner, never missing an appointment, never missing anything, because that's what we do. We're planner girls and men. But you know, the reality is planner burnout is real. You know, you can get really busy and not come to your planner at all. You can just be straight up tired of the planner that you're using. Let's say you started with a new size this year and it is not working out and you're really struggling to keep yourself in that planner and to work through it. I just want to talk about not only the reality of it, but what are some of the things that you can do just to kind of help yourself out with planner burnout? What can you do to get yourself either through the year with the same one that you have because you can't afford to do anything else, or other options? So let's get into it. We're going to use my 2023 planner as an example. Obviously, I don't have a cover on it anymore. I just have the plastic cover. If you follow my channel, you see that in 2023, I used the common planner. I am not using this one this year. You can go to that video where I talk about why, but I figured let's just kind of get into some basics for me. You know, some things that can cause my own planner burnout and some things that I can do to help alleviate the possibility of planner burnout. Now, for me, I guess in a small way, you can say I sort of Franken-plan my planners. So this particular one is technically a vertical planner. And in this week, I sort of used it like a vertical planner. In this week, I definitely did in different ways. But I will say that I remember very specifically these first couple of weeks of planning. I did not want to go to my planner because this little space was very constricting for me with my big sloppy handwriting. And it just really, I don't know, it really kind of wore on me to feel like I really had to write small to make sure that I made those, from here to here lines. And so my suggestion to you is when you're looking at purchasing a planner, don't look at it in the sense of I'm buying a vertical planner and I'm stuck vertical, because you are not. About the only way that you are completely stuck using a vertical planner the way it is set up is if the lines are so dark that there's no way to do it otherwise. Thankfully, in this year with the common planner, and technically even for her 2024 version, you really can sort of Franken-plan your way through a planner if vertical doesn't work for you. If it does work for you, great. You've bought the right one and you just keep using it the way you like it and just stick to it. But for me, it just wasn't working. So you can see, I tried many different things. So you would think this is a different planner like each week, because I literally went from, doing verticals to breaking up my weeks, like my days of the week like this, and using this page as sort of a brain dump with a tracker. I did the same thing and then I flip-flopped it. I tried a Hobonichi Weeks style, as you can see. So for any of y'all, and I have seen this comment on my channel, people will say, oh man, if only she had a horizontal version like a Hobonichi Weeks for a B6, that would be my jam. That would be exactly what I need. Y'all, right here, just do it yourself. It is really not that hard. Literally just make your lines across this way, put your dates in, use this side like it's a blank page. You can white out the stuff at the top like I did here and not have those dates. Just redate it here and you're good to go. You've got yourself a B6 horizontal, very similar to a Hobonichi Weeks. This did not work for me, and that's okay. It just didn't work for me because I really needed more space for my to-dos. So what works for me is having kind of more like a running weekly to-do list and a brain dump page. And so let's zoom ahead to my happy place. Let's see. I'll find it. Here we go. So this is more of what works for me. I blocked off the top 3 boxes so that I can put in my appointments. So now I have a weekly overview that I can see my appointments for the whole week on my 2-page spread. Then I turned this side into strictly to-do lists from Monday through Sunday. I don't tend to do tons on the weekends, but there it is anyway. And then I have a completely open page over here where I can write whatever. Y'all can kind of see, for me, this was a little bit of a burnout week because I didn't come to my planner a lot. I didn't get loads of my to-do list stuff checked off, and there is 0 brain dump stuff here. So for me, you know, as I got closer to the holidays, I was really struggling to use my planner a whole ton. This one was a day that at the end of the week I was going to be going away. Then when I came back, I was sick. And let me tell you, that sickness has held on for like 2 months. But anyway, I just want to put this out there. It is okay to have planner burnout. It's okay to have blank pages. Look, I have lots of, you know, blank pages in the back. And I even like just did like pen testing on one of my pages, and I've got blank pages here. You know what, y'all? That's okay. It's okay to just be like, you know what? I need a break. It's just, I'm too busy, or I'm just sick of this planner. It just doesn't matter. Just take your break, come back to it with like fresh open eyes, and you can be like, okay, I think I can get through this. I think I can manage. And if it's the size and you've done all these things that we've talked about, you've changed it up so that it seems like you can make it work and it's still not working. You know, my biggest and best advice are 2 things. 1, shut off YouTube. 2, shut off Instagram. And 3, shut off Facebook. Get out of all of the social media outlets that are influencing you in that like FOMO, where you're like, you know what, this doesn't really work for me, but everybody's using the Hobonichi Weeks. I must have to use the Hobonichi Weeks. Y'all, you don't. If it doesn't work for you, don't buy it and don't use it. If you know it doesn't work for you, don't buy it and don't use it. Just because some popular people on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook are using it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. If you know it's not going to work, then just resist that temptation. I say give yourself like a full week of deciding and really thinking on, would it really work for me? And, do like a pros and cons list. Like, what are my hesitations for using it? What are the reasons why I want to use it? And if you're real with yourself, this isn't something you need to show somebody else. If you're real with yourself and you see, oh, this is the only reason why I want it, then you may realize that, you're not trying to switch for the right reasons. Now, with all of that, if you're someone that really enjoys constantly changing your planner and constantly changing sizes, that's okay. I mean, if that's what you feel like you need to do to kind of keep you going and keep you planning, there is no judgment here. My point is, just don't let others influence the changes that you make in your life when it comes to planning. Do what works for you, stay with what works for you, and just keep rocking it. Now, for me, having different covers are something that kind of draws me into my planner a little bit. So, who knows? Get yourself, a color that you really enjoy, that hey, it would be nice to have a cover in such and such a color. If that's something that that you'll enjoy, then go for it. As long as you have the money, you're paying your bills, and you aren't going to break the bank, then go for it. Do little things like decorate it and do stuff that you enjoy. Now, not things that you see other YouTubers or other people doing that they enjoy. Do what you enjoy. Make it yours. Let's face it, we all will have burnout no matter how hard we try. It's really just a matter of sticking to what we know works for us. For me, B6 is a size that I absolutely adore, and that is just where my everyday carry, or I say everyday carry because that's like the term, but this is like my main planner, but it doesn't leave my desk and it doesn't leave my home. I do use an on-the-go planner for that. But for all of the things that I need to process, that is here, and that is really my happy place and basically where I'm going to stay personally for myself with my planners. Now, if it's A5 or A6 or Passport or Pocket or Personal or B6 Slim or whatever it is, just stick to those sizes that are working, and, continue to use what you have and, what works. Now, for me, I love stickers. I've loved stickers since I was a kid. I used to have sticker books where I collected them and traded them. So I really do enjoy, putting down stickers, but you may not be like this. You may think that my planner looks pretty, but you're more of a minimal, I'm just looking for a blank page here. You're more of a minimal, just write your words and no stickers, no anything. That's okay too. Do what works for you. Don't do all this on your planner because you saw someone else do it and it's just not going to work for you. Stick to what works. If you're a simple planner and you just don't need all of the stickers and all that stuff, don't do it. Just do what works for you and keep it simple. That's really probably the best advice that I can give. Keep it simple. Don't let your planner burn you out in the sense of needing to spend so much time getting it to look picture perfect, so that you can do all them IG photos, or you can do a video, or you can do this, or you can do that. If that's your hobby and you enjoy it, that's fine. I'm just saying, don't put that pressure upon yourself if you feel like that's, not something you want to do. Because our planners need to work for us. It shouldn't be the opposite. So that's really it in a nutshell. I just really wanted to come on here and validate you if you are struggling with planner burnout right now, and just wanted to tell you, hey, guess what? I was there a lot, in 2023, like a lot. And there's nothing wrong with it. You know, we're all going to end up with some blank pages at the end of the day, and that's okay. Just take the break that you need, put it down, and come back when you feel like you're ready. And, you know, maybe journal about it, because that might really help you process out why it is that you were having planner burnout and why those things were happening. And hopefully you will be able to figure out what your happy place is in your planner and what works for you, not what works for IG or YouTube, or, you know, not what works for me, because I'm only here to show you what does work for me. And if you can glean anything or take bits and pieces of what works for me to make it work for you, then that's what's important. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my little YouTube channel community. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, like and subscribe, and let me know. Did you have planner burnout in 2023, or do you already have planner burnout in 2024? Comment down below. I love being able to hear from the community and to just kind of know what's going through others' heads when it comes to planning and what is and isn't working. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.